Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for October 9th to the 15th. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, and Sagittarius Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Sagittarius. I do this because you know I love you. I love my Sagittarians. I want y'all to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your readings. I had to take a breath. Did you see that? Sagittarius, I'm going to be talking really fast through this reading because there's a lot happening, and it's going to be, we're going to cover a lot of it. So first things first, I want you to know that we are actually leaving retrograde season. We're moving into eclipse season, okay? This is the big week of the new moon solar eclipse in Libra, and it is going to be wild, and it's going to be great for you. It's going to be amazing for you. So the one thing that I want you to know is that because of retrograde season, things could have felt like they weren't moving fast enough. Things were a little bit like you were reassessing a lot of things, rethinking a lot of things. There were a lot of things that may have been happening that it could have even forced you to rethink and reevaluate. Is this what I want? Is this working out for me? Does this make sense? Now, even though the outer planets are still retrograde, they're going to be moving direct one by one, okay? And it starts with Pluto this week, all right? So the one thing that I do want you to know is that the inner planets, which affect us more like on a daily basis, those are direct. Those are going fast. This includes Venus, Mercury, Mars. They are direct AF, okay? And they're like I say, they're moving fast. So like literally leaving like a poof in the sky, right? Like a cartoon. So take advantage of it. Take advantage of these, and I'm going to explain what they mean for you. But I want you to know this week it's still all about Libra season. Okay, there's a lot of activity happening in Libra. The Sun is in Libra, Mercury is in Libra, Mars is in Libra for the first half, and then the South Node is in Libra. Remember the Aries, the nodal shifts we had in July. They're important. They're a part of these eclipses that are happening this month. Okay, so North Node moving into Aries, South Node moving into Libra. And so all this activity in Libra, the new moon lunar eclipse, new moon solar eclipse that's happening in Libra, this is your 11th house, okay? So not only is it your social network with friends and your community and groups you belong to, organizations you belong to, the 11th house is also your hopes and wishes. You're good because this is a great eclipse. So, and it just to clarify, because I've been getting a lot of questions, I've been getting a lot of comments. It is not a total eclipse. Okay. This is, an annular eclipse, which means like you will see it's like, so for instance, I was in Sedona many years ago where I was lucky enough to see an annular eclipse. It's like that ring of fire. It's like, you see the moon isn't completely covering the sun. Okay. It's like that ring around it that you'll see. So if you are in the path of the eclipse, definitely go out to see it. All right. And just Google, the path of the eclipse and just see if you're near it, because it's beautiful. You'll need your like eclipse classes. But in any case, the big thing here is Libra, right? So it's all about balance, harmony, bringing that into your life. Consider it like a symphony. You want the perfect symphony, the perfect melody for the perfect song of your life. This is all about that inner peace and that balance and harmony. It really is going to be significant, okay? And you really want to bring it into your life. And if it means that you have to take, Julie off trombone, okay? Because she's not good at trombone, okay? However, she is really good at violin. So take Julie off trombone, put her in the orchestra, put her in violin. Who's not good at violin? Timmy. Take Timmy off violin because he's really good at trombone. All right. So now you have the perfect harmony, perfect melody, perfect symphony. Okay. It's all about taking action and making all this balance in your life and having this balance in your life for the perfect symphony. Okay. Now I want you to know this week is possibly going to start off very frustrating for you. All right. For all signs for that matter. And it is because, if you did see my October forecast, I recommend it because I talk a little bit more about this, but on the 8th, Mars squares Pluto. And so even so, I'm posting this on Wednesday, so you will notice that on Sunday there could be a little intense. It could be a little conflicty. It could be there could be some things that are happening that may, I'm not gonna lie, have to do with money. It's just gonna be a thing. Okay, it's gonna be a thing that comes up. If it's not money, it could be just like something that questions your self worth, self value. Just know that you are good enough, right? You know that you are good enough, and it can have to do with career and money. And the reason I say that is because Mars squaring Pluto, it is that like aggressive, like come at me bro energy. There could be some power trips. There could be some like maybe a boss or something says something to you that like makes you feel like insecure or whatever. So do not let that, get your goat. Like this is all about that balance, that harmony, that inner peace. Trust that you are good enough. And the reason why I say this may be a big impact on you in terms of career is because Venus is moving into Virgo on this same day. That happens to be your 10th house of career. Venus in Virgo is in its fall, and it's also like very self-critical. So you could be asking yourself, am I doing the right thing? Am I good enough? You are. You absolutely are. Okay. Just it's just it's a square that's really strong. Okay. And the reason why I say the week starts off like this because that happened Sunday, but then on Monday Venus is opposing Saturn, and that's not great either. That's really challenging. That's a challenging aspect. Remember, Venus, like I said, moves into your 10th house of career, and so Venus again in its fall, but opposing Saturn. And so there could be some sort of conflict or like even a tug of war between like career and family. Like you have to choose one or the other. Like, or there could be something like maybe if you work from home, it's just like too much family matters are happening and you need to, focus on your career. So you have to like get a WeWork or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like there could be something that makes you a little bit frustrated, but it's something that you have to just go through with that peace, that inner peace, harmony, knowing everything is going to work out for the better. It just can be like a challenging aspect as we start off this week. Now, one of the reasons why it might be frustrating is because remember I said we're coming out of a heavy retrograde season. Okay, so a lot of things could have not been happening. Now, here's the thing. A lot of things started happening recently. Okay, so it could be the fact that you're just overwhelmed with a lot of projects, a lot of things that are on your plate. Okay, it could be the fact that you want big changes that are not happening yet because of the retrograde season. That could bring frustration. But again, with this eclipse that's coming and another one, you are going to have changes. It's guaranteed. Okay. And some of y'all just may not know what you want, especially with, all these retrogrades. And some of y'all may not know how to move forward from past situations, but there's going to be a lot of clarity, things, and you're going to be, and you're going to be full of this passion. All right. And I say that because on the 10th, Pluto's finally going direct. All right. So that's a great thing. On the 11th, Wednesday, Mars is entering Scorpio. Okay. So Mars like slides into Scorpio and saves the day. And we love this. Okay. Sure. It's an aggressive placement. Sure. It's going to be happening for a while. Sure. It is like intense, but it's all about your passions. It's your passions taken to the next level. It is you being in like hyperdrive when it comes to your ambitions and your goals. Like you're going to feel it. It's like at this point, it's no longer like, oh, I hope this happens or I wish this to happen. No, it is you saying, I will make this happen. I'm going to move freaking mountains to get what I want. That's Mars in Scorpio. It's really like, that intensity and your passions, but it's all about transformation, personal growth, a lot of change. It's you like being in the driver's seat and, in a James Bond car or a Batmobile. Okay. So keep that in mind. Real big power surge. Now on the 13th, Mars is going to trine Saturn. Hey, these are two malefic planets that are making out in the sky. We really love this. This is, ultimately, this is you signing contracts, starting a new relationship, which is very possible, especially because all this activity in Libra. Libra is a native ruler of partnerships and relationships. This can include career, enterprise, business. It can include love. Okay, love could be a big thing for you. Also, with the fact that Mars is going to trine Saturn, that is kind of a big thing because, again, Saturn in Pisces is in your fourth house. So a lot of y'all could be signing like buying homes or moving into a new home or signing like a lease or something like that could be coming to fruition as well for many Sagittarians. Now, here's the thing. This is such a day where it's like you will feel unstoppable. Your passions will be soaring. Even your sex drive will be increased. Your passions will be increased. But this is happening the day before the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. And that's on the 14th, 15th. And I'm saying 14th, 15th because it depends on where you live in this world. But this is big, okay? Remember, it's part of that Aries, Libra nodal shift that we had back in July. A lot of you, it's a lot of you reorganizing your life, bringing that balance, that harmony in terms of what is going to make me happy as I move forward? What are things that these new beginnings that I want in my life? Uranus and Pluto are very harmonious right now, okay? I really, really absolutely love that. Really, finances, a lot of y'all are going to find some boost in that, okay? New beginning with that as well. So keep that in mind. There's just going to be some radical changes this month, but this week in particular, you're going to feel it like it's going from hot to cold, or is it what? Cold to hot. Katy Perry song, whatever it is. Okay, so it's starting off really like, but then it gets really great moving toward this eclipse. So let's go ahead and get started, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on for you for October 9th to the 15th. Again, this is for Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising, which means just Sagittarius or Sagittarius Rising. And if you want to read for your Venus, your Moon, all those other places, I would absolutely recommend it, especially because the moon, we obviously have this new moon solar eclipse. It's going to be very relevant, but also Venus, if you are here for career, if you are here for fame, public recognition, achievements, honor, success, any of that, remember Venus moved into Virgo in your 10th house. So if you're here for that, I would recommend your Venus as well. But, Venus represents love and whatnot. Money is a big thing for you. Beauty. But anyway, let's get started. Sagittarius, like I said, I do a traditional cultic crossbred. I will be pulling clarifiers because it is the new moon solar eclipse. And again, I am going to be talking faster than normal. If you're new to my channel, I do not like, hey, bada, swing, bada. I'm not like this, okay? Like, this is just, like, I know that this is can go really long. Okay, so, very interesting. There's a lot happening, and there's going to be change. There's going to be big change for you, and it's what you want. You're going to have to go through some moments of, it may be hard. The changes, I'm not going to lie, may be hard for you. One of the reasons why, too, is... all this activity, well, Mars moving into Scorpio, and then and then Mercury's moving into Scorpio, right? And then we're moving into Scorpio season. Pluto, the ruling planet for Scorpio, went direct. Mars, the traditional ruler of Scorpio, is like happy right now in Scorpio. But that's all your 12th house, the subconscious. And so the 12th house is ruled by Pisces. And it's not like for you, Sagittarius, because you're a fire sign. Pisces is a water sign. It's not, it's like, yeah. So it's really, but like you really do have to dive deep at this point and really release the things that you do not need moving forward for these big changes in your life. You have to take action right now, okay? Now, here's the thing. You did get the Queen of Wands, so clear as day, there's been a lot of great things that you've gotten already, okay? Queen of Wands, very charismatic, very... she's very social. She's very charismatic. She gets what she wants. I always say it. Like, think of anyone. Think of like Miley Cyrus walking into a room. Miley Cyrus, who is a Sagittarius, she can get whatever she wants, like the Queen of Wands. Okay, any celebrity, right? So power to attract whatever you want. This is the Wands too. So career energy is really big, especially because the Queen of Wands is Aries. Aries is like that natural born leader. And this is all in your 5th house too. So if you're not here for career, this is still love as well. And the 5th house, because the Aries, North Node in Aries. That is a year-long thing for you now, okay? And that's your fifth house of pleasure, love, romance, sex, all of that, creativity, self-expression. There's a lot of you moving into this place where things are just like great. Really, really great. You're attracting a lot of things that you want now, which is really good. Now, you did get the 10 of Swords in the heart of your spread. Now, this is saying that, sure, this week could be a little tough for you, especially because, especially in the beginning of the week. But 10 is the end, okay? 1-0 equals 1, new beginnings. So I want you to know that, sure, this is a card where it's like you could this week feel like, I can't go any further, or there's, I feel like I've hit rock bottom. How do I even get out of this? I want you to know this is the card of new dawn, okay? During the week of the new moon solar eclipse, you see that dark clouds are actually clearing. That sun is coming through. It is dawn, all right? Now, you even see the young man here completely pierced by the swords. Look at his hand. It's in the same hand gesture as the Hierophant, also the man in the Six of Pentacles, okay? And so there is a sense of blessing with it, but you have to learn. You have to learn from all the hard things that you've gone through, so you never have to experience it again, okay? So again, you have to take that action for that. It's almost like if you don't do that, it's going to be hard for these new things to happen, okay? But there's also a sense of you have to let go of some of the things that are maybe stressing you or bringing you like anxiety or making you feel that, like I said, with that Venus and Virgo energy happening, like Venus going into Virgo on the same day Mars squares Pluto, where there could be something where you feel affected, like yourself, security or self-esteem or whatever. You have to get out of that headspace and know that you are good enough and all these great things are going to happen for you. Everything is going to be up here, especially with Mars and Scorpio in your 12th house. It's going to be a lot of digging, like deep diving and unrooting all those things that are holding you back, okay? Because it is the subconscious. What is the subconscious? It is where we store our memories, and that's where low energy frequencies like fear and anxiety and stress and doubt, all of that exists there. So it's time to plow forward, okay? Really hold on to the reins of your drive, like your ambitions, your passions, all right? Because you got the Fool, but you got the Fool in your challenge area, okay? This is the starting the new journey. Fool's journey, okay? And so when that's coming in the challenge area, challenging the 10 of Swords here, it's like you really have to learn from all the hard things that you've gone through, so you never have to go through them again. But you also have to take that risk. You have to be confident enough to take these risks in your life, okay? That's what the Fool is. Look at him standing on the edge of the cliff, not even looking down. That's how confident he is that he's being taken care of, that everything's going to work out for him. This is the beginning of the Fool's journey, your journey, a new journey with this new moon solar eclipse, okay? But you have to have that confidence, and you have to be willing to take risks. And in order to do that, you have to unroot those things that are holding you back, okay? Because what is confidence? Confidence is taking risks. What is taking risks? It builds your confidence. It is confidence, all right? So keep that in mind, because look, you have the World in your crown. You want change. You want change more than anything. You want the end of the journey that you're on now. You want one chapter of your life to end. You want this new beginning to happen. This is the end of the major arcanas. Remember, you got the Fool right here, the beginning of the Fool's journey in your challenge area, but you want something to end, so you have to put 2 and 2 together. Speaking of 2 and 2, look, she's holding both the Magician's baton in both hands from the Magician, card 1, okay? And so this is the merging of, throughout the Fool's journey through the major arcanas, we're going through dualities and polarities and highs and lows. This is the union of it all. This is the merging of it all, that harmony that I was talking about, that balance, that duality, but you can see that this is like achievement. This is like perseverance. You've made it. You made it. And now it's like all you want is to start this new journey. Okay? Even like, you see it's card 21, right? 2, 1 equals 3, 3, birth of new things, new creation. It really is. And then you also see the garland here, the wreath, shaped as 0, referencing the Fool. So, beginning this new journey, you got to let some things go. And you got to be able to see some things that may have not been great for you as almost like a blessing in disguise, as long as you learn why it happened and you come to terms with it. Okay, learn from it so you can begin this new journey. Okay, almost like on a clean slate. You have the 7 of Wands in the root of your spread, so you have that fight in you. Okay, remember Mars and Scorpio, that's what it's about. All right, my way or the highway. This is a card of valor. This is a card of, break it down, valor. It's etymological root. Take it back. Valeur, okay? Old French, which actually meant value, worth. Remember what I said. You have to have that confidence, self-value, self-worth, okay? And then also really just, like, in it to win it, drawing a line in the sand, like, he's very successful. He comes after the 6 of Wands, a card of victory and success and achievements and whatnot. So it's almost like there is a sense of like, you may feel like people are coming after you, especially the beginning half of the week. It could be like really like, but you really have to just stay in there and just keep going, because you have the 5 of Pentacles in your future. Okay, so there is a sense of, with this card, it is a lot of like loss, like even financial loss. There could be some sort of financial loss, or could be something where you feel outcasted as well. You feel down on yourself, but you're focusing on all the low energy frequencies. You even see in this card, these 2 people are so focused on their plight, all the bad things that are happening to them, the fact that they're, walking in the snow barefoot, that they don't even see that they're outside of church, literally outside of church. They have so much support around them. All they have to do is look up. All they have to do is reach out. All they have to do is see the positive, like, and enter that. So it really is like, again, this Scorpio, yeah, you're going to be fine. Once you do that, you're going to be absolutely fine. It really is, what I was saying is all this, the Scorpio energy, Mars and Scorpio in your 12th house, a lot of this is just going to be in your head. Okay. And so as long as you know and tell yourself and believe that you're good enough and everything can happen for you, you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. You just got the sun. This is one of like the most powerful, well, the sun is the most powerful symbol in tarot, for sure. If you've ever gotten a tarot reading, you know the sun is the biggest yes. The sun is optimism, it's vitality, it's growth. It's shining all that darkness away. Okay? It's in your future. You just have to believe, okay? And if there are any losses, you have to accept them because something new is coming through. The sun is opportunity, it's abundance, it's vitality, it's growth. And then remember, what did I say? The sun in Libra, right? New moon, solar eclipse in Libra, in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes. You're going to be fine. You have to believe it. You have to believe it. You have to take action. You have to take that risks. Yeah, this is the beginning of something new too. Let me show you something here. You see the red feather in the wisdom child's head? Same one as the Fool. Remember, the Fool was in your challenge area. You got to believe in yourself. You got to take that risk. You have to have that confidence, okay? This is something new, all right? Something new coming through. As long as you take action, okay? As long as you take action and know that you're good enough, and because you are going to be in your headspace a lot this week. But this new journey that you want, I mean, like, everything can happen for you as long as you don't focus on your plight and focus on all the wonderful things that are going to happen for you, okay? Because they are. Now, Sagittarius, let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you, Sagittarius. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. Y'all, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, so I am truly grateful. I really do appreciate it. And again, if you are new, I never talk this fast, but oh gosh. This is going to be a big week for you. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be a big week for you. You are going to have to... that Mars and Scorpio energy is, like I said, very intense. It's going to be in your 12th house, the subconscious. It's not only the subconscious, it's dreams, it's intuition, it's self-sabotage energy that lives there too. It's facing your fears. That's all in the 12th house, okay? And it's hugely here. Now, you got the 7 of Swords, okay? You need to stop. It's like you have to accept a lot of truths in your life, okay? You have to be willing to not hide from anything, not run from anything, and just be honest with yourself this week. Be very honest with yourself this week, okay? That is the biggest message, and it's also, especially with what you want. Moving forward, 7 is really, desire. When you think about the tree of life, it really is like, what do you want? And like, don't take any shortcuts either. Like, really think about what you want, and just be honest with yourself. And again, 12th house, when I say self-sabotage, don't do anything that could be self-sabotagey. All right, remember, the first half of the week could be really challenging. All right, but don't let anything or anyone tell you that you're not good enough or any of that. Okay, that could happen, or you could be in a place where something happens and you're just like, it goes straight to your head, and then you like overanalyze things. Remember what I said, Venus in Virgo is very like self-critical, is very over analytical as well. Now, you did get the Magician. So you got the Magician next to the Sun. You're good to go. You're good to go. Okay. You will have, listen, from the beginning, I've been saying you can have whatever you want. You have the power to manifest whatever you want. And now, especially so with the Magician, there you go. I cannot even believe this. Like, you have the World, the Magician. Okay. So anyway, the Magician, power to, like, you see all tools of tarot at his disposal. So when I say know what you want, you see the cups, the pentacles, the wands, the swords. Where do you want to direct your energy? Okay. Is it career? Is it love? Is it, confidence? Where do you want to direct that? Take action. This is all about taking action, okay? That's what the Magician is. It really is taking action. And remember, all this activity in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes, okay? Now, the other thing is, the Magician is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is attributed to the Magician. Mercury is in Libra in your 11th house of hopes and wishes. So really, like, you will feel that fuel toward it, okay? So it's really convincing yourself that you do have the power to manifest whatever you want, and it looks like you're going to be able to, especially with the Magician next to the Sun. That's amazing. You're really just going to have to you're really going to have to just take action. You have a lot of, like, it's almost like with the Magician in your external factors area in the world, in your crown, the things that you want, this new thing that you want with the Sun in your future as well, it is going to happen. It can happen. You have the Ouroboros here, like in the ribbons in the world, the unity of all things, one of the most oldest, like, alchemical symbols. You also have it here too. Not only does he have the infinity symbol over his head, so infinite possibilities, unlimited potential that comes with this card, but the Ouroboros in his belt. So you're good. You're like, here's the thing. You have the power to change your life and enter this new chapter in your life, okay? You have to believe that you can. You have to take that risk. You have to have that confidence to make all this happen, okay? You did get the Three of Wands, indicating you do want change. It's clear as day here. 3, remember what I said, the birth of new things. Now this is, I call the Three of Wands like the green light card, right? Just ready to go, explore the world, go, you know, see what's out there, make changes in your life, even a lot of self-discovery as well. This card is attributed to Sun in Aries. Sun is exalted in Aries. And as you know, as I've already told you, remember the nodal shifts, your north node, your destiny, your true calling moving into Aries, that is your 5th house of pleasure, of love, of romance, of creativity, of self-expression, of procreation. I mean, there's a lot of things that you want. You definitely want change, and you can have it. You just have to believe that if there's anything that happens that is low energy frequency, okay, it's leading to something big for you, but you have to learn from it. It's like a test from the universe, okay? So if you do, for instance, like, lose a job or have a fight with a roommate or a lover or whatever, don't go within, communicate. And if it's something like, you know, maybe a little bit more significant, like like losing a job, but like getting fired or whatever, don't like be reactive. Really take that time to go within, find that confidence, knowing, you know, I learned from this. Now I'm moving forward and I'm making this new thing come through in my life. Because you did get the Three of Swords in your final outcome. So it looks like there is something that, and I'm going to show you something here. Sure, this is the heartbreak card, you know, grief that is attached to this card and like, you know, sadness or whatnot. At the end of the day, it is still a sword suit. Up here, swords, the mental suit. Again, Mars and Scorpio in your 12th house, subconscious. So there is going to be a sense of you having to like rise above and unrooting those things that are holding you back. Remember, you have the 10 of Swords in the heart of your spread. 10, 1, 0 equals 1, new beginning. And you see all of that here. Okay? So you got to face your truth. You've got to be honest with yourself about the things that you want. And then you'll be fine. And then you'll be 1000% fine. Look, clarified, you got the Hanged Man, okay? Which is, the Hanged Man, you see the halo around his head, a lot of enlightenment. He's made the sacrifice, okay? He's made the sacrifice to see things in a new way because he wants this new perspective. The Hanged Man comes right before the Death card, which is a card of transformation, and the Death card is ruled by Scorpio, all right? So be willing to make that sacrifice. You have to make the sacrifice, especially things up here. If there's the ways, the certain ways that you see things where it's not serving you well, even with the fact that you did get the 5 of Pentacles in your future as well, focusing on like the plight. It's like, it's almost like the theme of this week is like, you may be focusing more on like negative energies when you need to be focusing on all the positive stuff that's coming into your life. Because when you're stuck in low energy frequencies, it's harder to attract the things that you want. But you're going to get the things that you want as long as you do exactly what I say. You got the 3 of Cups. Celebration, joy. I mean, you're good. You're good. You're going to have a lot to celebrate. And again, remember, this is your third 3. That's 333. Wow. Birth of new things, creation. So it's almost like, you know, when you get together with friends, like this is 3 sisters toasting each other. But you know how when you get together with friends, there's always like new ideas that come up and whatnot. Like that's what this is. Definitely be social. That's not going to be a problem for you because you're Sagittarius, but focus more on if there's definitely going to be some things that happen that even you want to put to bed this week. Do it. And don't be afraid to go really deep into those things that may be causing you fear or anxiety or doubt. Ask yourself why they are. Why is it? Because once you have answers, you can work on solutions. Okay? But it looks like it's going to be hard for you to let some things go. It's going to be hard. Some of y'all are going to experience things that end for you, that may be hard for you. But look at what comes after. You have the Sun, you have the Magician, you have the Hanged Man, you have the Three of Cups. I mean, you're absolutely good. It's like the changes that you want, this new cycle that you want in your life, it's going to happen. But you have to believe it will. Because if you're stuck in these low energy frequencies like doubt or not feeling like you're good enough or, stress or whatever, it's going to be harder for these things to come through. But you have to take that action, okay? So this week is all about you taking action, moving forward from anything that may happen, that may cause, have an impact, like maybe even on your self-esteem or whatnot, but really rising above. Because look again at what happens for you. You have the Sun, the Magician, the Hangman, Three of Cups. You have the Three of Wands. You have the World. But you really have to take that leap of faith. You really have to have that confidence, okay? And learn from everything that has happened. So that may be like hard for you. Facing those fears, but also learning from them so you never have to go through them again. Ask yourself why this happened, okay? Ask the big questions, because once you have the answers, again, you have solutions, but you can also understand why it happened and how you can learn from it, okay? But you're good. You're absolutely good. It's gonna be a week where it's gonna be deep, okay? Mars in Scorpio is deep, and that's because that's your 12th house. You're subconscious, so you may be in your head a lot this week. But if you are, just unroot things, okay? Unroot the things you don't want to take into this next chapter in your life. But you have a very auspicious future. If you want it, it's there, okay? If you want it, it's all there. You have to take that action. All right, Sagittarius, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I want to know what's going on. I want to hear from you. You're set up for success, okay? There is something new coming through. Especially with the Sun in your future and the Magician. I love that. And then, of course, the celebration card. So there's something that you can expect. But again, learn from the things that have been hard from you, so you can feel comfortable with that. And I say it all the time. Sometimes you have to get really uncomfortable to become really comfortable. All right. And these eclipses are game changers, and it really is a big thing. But anyway, I'm gonna let you go. Thanks so much, Sagittarius. And next week, another loaded week, but we'll talk about that next week. All right. Thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.